The key I have found after many years, but even before I get into that, yeah. I'm going to say it. All right, so everyone wants to be a star. Well, you were born a star. You come from the place of bliss. Why do you think you want so much? Because you have so much. You came from a place of total having, total abundance, total being. And that's what your nature is. So you're always yearning for more. See, you're not in here just for money. You're definitely in here for a lot of wisdom. Because that's the thing that's going to make your heart feel good, your mind feel good. Your entire being comes alive. Your health comes back when you have some wisdom. I found out that when a human being is going along with his design or her design plan, within each of you is a design plan. And how you know it's your design plan, listen how you know. That when you're doing it and you're at your worst, you're better than other people at their best attempting to do your design plan. This is how you know you're doing the right thing. But people say, well, I don't know my plan. I don't know what to do. Well, if you don't know what to do what's in front of you. You always begin there. And if you can't see what's in front of you, next time you see Harv, say, hey, give me a job. Give me a career. Tell me something. At least for a while you could follow that. He may say, fall on your knees and pray. He may say, go to Bank of America. I don't know what he's going to say, but he knows quite a lot about you before you even speak. Because the way you look, the way you speak, the way you think is the most potent, powerful message you were given when you came to the planet Earth. But it has to be developed. It has to be evolved. I realize that there's not a person in this room, each of you is, get this, you are a unit of manifestation. Could you please say that? I am a unit of manifestation. What that means is you come with all the stuff. It's like an automobile, it comes with all the stuff. But until you put petrol in it, it isn't going to move. Everything has to be screwed in right. The valves, the engine, the spark plugs. If one thing is off, it doesn't work. If the fan belt doesn't work, the car won't move. The tires have to have the right air. See, but people don't get this. The mind does not want, your mind does not want you to get what I'm going to give you today. Because I'm saying you are a unit of manifestation. Your mind says, no, I am the manifester of your life. Play with me. I know better. I know what you should have. Because the mind will never admit that within you is something much greater than your mind. And I'm not talking about your intellect. I'm talking about this psychic instrument that is universal, that is a part of you, a part of me, a part of everybody. It's the universal mind. If you can tap into that, not your lower mind. He's not cute. I don't think he's hung well. She's not right. Her buns are too soft. I don't like her breath. I don't like her mother. I don't like his friends. And before you know it, you walk around, you're alone all the time. I suggest that when I say something today, you quietly repeat it to yourself, like you said it. Because I'm speaking for you. Years ago, I sat in seminars. See, I have a very wonderful life. I didn't know it was going to happen that way. But as I became an adult and got out of college, it seems I work 5 or 7 years, and then I don't work 5 and 7 years. And I kept figuring, what's wrong? But then I realized, what's right? So when I was sitting in rooms like this for about 7 years, when all the seminars were begun, early in the 70s, late 60s, 70s, I was a part of the San Francisco crowd. I was a part of the New York City crowd. And I used to go to every seminar. They were my life. They were my friends. I went 3 to 4 nights a week. And it was from those seminars that I began to create my business. Because I always had beautiful clothes. And they all said, and I would always get up and share. You know when you share at a seminar, you're not supposed to promote yourself? But I would share so dramatically. And I would look so fabulous. Because to me, and they would say, I sort of would say, boy, I got this beautiful shirt. I went to this place. And they would come at the break and speak to me and say, can you do that with me? Mainly it was the guys because they saw it. Then the girls would say, do you do that with women? I said, yeah. And before you know it, I realized my design plan was evolving among a group of powerful, wonderful, loving, nurturing people. See, before that, I was a school teacher for many years. And then after that, I was a training director with the Estee Lauder Corporation in New York City, national and international. And I realized that a career only has to last 5 years. You know, how many lovers last more than 5 years? And I loved my careers. I mean, really did. And so after 5 or 7 years, I would be in a state of grace, and I would go to all seminars. And I would learn and learn and learn and learn, and then all of a sudden, my design plan would pop up. And I found that every one of my careers, I've had 4, and I'm going to be going into my 5th. I'll tell you about that later if you want to know about it. My design plan would speak to me. And it always had to do with educating, training, coaching, consulting. That was it.